Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. Today's video is on skincare in your 30s. Is it a good time to start an anti-aging skincare routine or any skincare routine? And if so, what products do you choose? What ingredients do you need? And how do you get started? So I'm going to answer all those questions for you here today. I get asked these questions and more from my audience all the time. Now, my audience in general tends to be a little bit older than their 30s. I'm 58, and so my audience tends to be a little bit more in the 45 to 60 to 70 range, but I love it that I do have younger viewers. I get comments from people in their 20s and their 30s and their 40s all the time, and they tell me that they hope to have skin as good as mine when they are my age. But what I want for you is for you to have skin that's better than mine when you get to be my age. I'm so happy that skincare today is on the top of everyone's to-do list, that it really has become a thing. And it's awesome because you guys are going to take so much better care of your skin than I ever did. I literally roasted in the sun. I never wore sunscreen. I didn't wash my face that much, maybe once a day. I didn't really moisturize. I didn't really do much. So I am the don't in this scenario, and you can be the do. So by the time I reached 50, I really needed to throw everything at the anti-aging. But when you're in your 30s, you don't need to start in with so much stuff, with so many products, with so much anti-aging, especially if you've done any kind of prevention already. So the first thing that I would recommend is definitely to do your prevention, because prevention really is going to make a huge difference in your skin as you get older. So the number one thing I recommend to people at every age is to use sunscreen. Of course, you've heard this 1,000 times, but it really is true. There's a reason that everyone hammers this point home, and that's because the sun's rays cause 80 to 90% of your skin's visible aging. What you need to remember is that there's two kinds of sun rays, UVA and UVB. UVA stands for aging. Now, the UVA rays are the ones that come right through the windows of your house, right through the windows of your car, right through clouds, and so they're with you all day, every day. So if you're thinking that it's rainy or it's winter or you're staying inside today, that you don't need to put on sunscreen, that is false. You need to put on your sunscreen every day. Just make it part of your routine in the morning. And the number one way to do that is to find a sunscreen that you love to wear and you love how it feels on your skin. And fortunately for you guys, sunscreens are so awesome these days. I mean, when I was in my 30s, sunscreen was awful. I mean, nobody wanted to wear it. It was greasy, it was heavy. Now, sunscreens are wonderful. This is my favorite sunscreen. It's from EltaMD. It's their UV Elements SPF 44. It is a tinted all-mineral sunscreen, and I've tested so many sunscreens over the years looking for that perfect sunscreen, and this is it. It's hydrating, it's got great ingredients, and if you don't wear makeup, this is the perfect thing to just like even out your skin tone a little bit. It's a little bit dewy, it's not super shiny, it's not thick and greasy, it's not going to make your skin feel gross. I wear this just about every day and I absolutely love it. Then another one that I recommend is the Make Prem UV Defense Me Blu-ray Sun Fluid. This is the one that my daughters use, that I've recommended to them and that they love the most. It's really lightweight and fluid. It doesn't give you any kind of a white cast. It works great under makeup and it gives you a nice dewy kind of lit from within glow. So it is really like a perfect sunscreen. And then last sunscreen that I wanted to show you, it's also a mineral sunscreen. It's the Olay Regenerist Mineral Sunscreen. This one just came out. It feels more like a lotion, like an expensive face cream. It has like a dry setup so that it doesn't feel greasy. It's very lightweight and it's very comfortable to wear. So I recommend that one as well. All the sunscreens that I'm recommending are mineral sunscreens. I feel like mineral sunscreen gives you the best and longest lasting UVA protection, and UVA is really what we're talking about for anti-aging. And a good way to top up your sunscreen later in the day is to use a mineral powder sunscreen. This one's from Color Science. This comes in a few different shades and it has like a little brush inside, so you just tap it so that the powder goes down into the brush and then you powder it onto your face. In addition to protecting your skin from the actual sun's rays, with sunscreen, there's another way to protect your skin from the inside, and that is with antioxidants. So antioxidants are naturally occurring factors in our skin that protect our skin from free radical damage. And free radical damage is caused by exposure to sun, but it's also caused by exposure to pollution, it's caused by stress. So there's free radical damage going on in your skin all the time. So you can try to get more antioxidant-rich foods into your diet. Things that are high in antioxidants tend to also be darker colored, so think of blueberries, strawberries, dark leafy greens like kale and spinach. Also nuts and legumes like black beans. Those all are rich in antioxidants, and you can ingest them and then they will get out to your skin where they need to fight those free radicals. So free radicals are collagen destroying molecules, and antioxidants fight them. So they're great to have in your skincare. So the number one antioxidant that I always recommend is a vitamin C serum. Now, vitamin C serums are very hard to formulate. You can't just grab any vitamin C serum because it might not work so well in your skin. So there's one type of vitamin C that I recommend above all the others. That's L-ascorbic acid. And my favorite L-ascorbic acid product is the Timeless Skincare 20% C plus E plus ferulic acid serum. This is like a watery liquid, and you would put it on as your first step in the morning or as your first step in your evening skincare routine right after you wash your face. I do have a $5 off discount at Timeless. I used to have a code for it that you could always put in. My code has been discontinued, but you can still get my $5 off. There's a link that you would use instead in the info box below the video, so I'll include my link to Timeless if you wanted to try that vitamin C serum. A couple other vitamin C serums that are just as good as the Timeless are the SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic. This is kind of the big daddy of them all. This is substantially more expensive. This guy is $25, and with my $5 off and free shipping, it's about 20 bucks. This is 168, but I know a lot of people love this and swear by it. If you're more of a person who likes high-end skincare routine, I don't have a problem with that. You can go ahead and use this because they are created fairly equal. The other two that I love are Maylove the Glow Maker and Dr. Brenner's C Serum. The Maylove is under $25. The Dr. Brenner's is under $20, so I will link all four of those for you in the information box below the video. So let's talk about some of the changes that happen in your skin as you get into your 30s. So the first thing that happens is everything slows down. When you are a child, your skin cells turn over every 7 to 14 days. By the time you're in your 30s, they're turning over about once a month instead. As that process slows down, what you end up with is a thicker layer of dead skin cells, and that can start to make your skin look a little bit dull. So one thing that you want to do as you get into your 30s is increase the rate of turnover of your skin cells, and that will help your skin to overall look brighter, look more youthful. It will decrease the look of fine lines and wrinkles. So one of the best things for that are alpha hydroxy acids. There are a number of alpha hydroxy acids. They're also known as AHAs. There is glycolic acid, lactic acid, mandelic acid. A tried and true one that is easy to work into your skincare routine if you're just starting with an alpha hydroxy acid is to use a toner, and one of the best ones is the Pixie Glow Tonic. This can really help to release those dead skin cells and to help brighten your skin. You just put it on a cotton round and rub it over your face after you've washed your face at night. So that's an easy way to get that into your skincare routine. Another product that I always recommend that I don't have here right now is the Alpha Skincare 10% glycolic acid gel. What I like about the Alpha Skincare products is that they give you the percentage of alpha hydroxy acid that's in there, and they also tell you the pH that it's formulated at. Then another product that I love is from The Ordinary. This is the one that I use in my skincare routine. It's their 10% lactic acid plus 2% hyaluronic acid. There's a 5% version of this that's a great starter alpha hydroxy acid. Now the difference between lactic acid and glycolic is that glycolic is a smaller molecule, so it penetrates your skin a little bit deeper, so it'll be a little bit more effective. If you're someone who has oilier skin or not very sensitive skin, I would definitely say to start with a glycolic acid. But if you have skin that's a little bit sensitive or a little bit drier, you can start with a lactic acid. It's a slightly bigger molecule, so it won't absorb quite as much, and so it's just a little bit gentler on your skin, but it will still do all the same things. If you don't want to do a daily leave-on alpha hydroxy acid, then you can try a weekly peel. The one that I've been doing for years is the Drunk Elephant TLC Sukari Baby Facial. You put it on for 10 minutes, you rinse it off, and then it helps to exfoliate your skin. The next day with this, my skin feels so smooth, so soft, so like baby skin, just like it says. It's a great product. That one's a little spendy. Something a little bit more affordable and very similar is from The Ordinary. It's their AHA 30% plus BHA 2% peeling solution. I find this one a little bit more aggressive than the Drunk Elephant. The Drunk Elephant seems to be a little bit more of a softer peel, I'd say. This one, you know, you really get the skin flakes coming off all day the next day, so it depends on if you have anywhere to go the next day, which one I would use. Another thing that slows down as we age is collagen and elastin production. So your body just naturally produces about 1% less per year from the time that you're 30. So if you're just 30, you're probably not noticing any difference in your skin as far as its plumpness, its firmness, its ability to bounce back. But once you're in your late 30s, say around 39, you are about 9 or 10% down on your collagen and elastin production. And that's just going to keep increasing the older and older you get. But there are things that you can do to help your skin to produce more collagen. The best thing and the most proven ingredient that we have for collagen production are the retinoids. You can get them over the counter like at the drugstore, or you can also get them by prescription. They've been shown to increase your skin's collagen production. They also are exfoliants, so they're going to help to thin out that outer layer of dead skin cells as well, and they're just going to be all around great for your skin. So if you are in your early 30s and you just want to dip your toe into the retinoid waters, you would probably opt for a retinol. Some of the ones that I like are the Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair. This comes in lots of different forms. There's an eye cream, there's a night cream, there's day cream. You know, I recommend using your retinoids at night because they can be degraded by sunshine and they do make your skin extra sensitive. So you really should use sunscreen whenever you're going to be using a retinoid. Same goes for the alpha hydroxy acids as well. Then another company that makes great retinol products is The Ordinary. I've got two of them here. This one is their Advanced Retinoid 2%. This one is their Grand Active Retinoid 2%. Now, if you're going to use a retinoid and an alpha hydroxy acid, I would use the retinoid at night and put the alpha hydroxy acid on in the morning, just because you can get some irritation when you're starting with a couple of acids like this. Now, if you're in your mid to late 30s and your collagen production is down 5 to 10%, you may be really starting to see those fine lines and wrinkles on your skin, in which case you're going to want a stronger retinoid. You're going to want tretinoin. That's available in the United States only by prescription. Now, the thing with retinoids is that you want to start a retinoid in your 30s and then you want to stay on it for the long haul. The people who I've seen who have the best skin in their 60s are people who started on a prescription retinoid in their late 20s, early 30s. So I used to get my tretinoin by going to see my dermatologist every year and then having her write me a prescription, which then I had to go to the pharmacy and pick up. But then a couple of years ago, I discovered Curology and I started using this, and I have never looked back because this has improved my skin so much more than using just tretinoin, because this is a custom bottle of skincare that's mixed up just for me. I actually became a Curology ambassador about 6 months ago, so this little portion of the video where I'm going to talk just about Curology is sponsored, but it doesn't change what I am going to tell you about Curology anyway. It doesn't change the fact that I would have had it in this video and I would have recommended it to you anyway, because not only did it clear up my acne, but it has turned back the hands of time on my face. So where else can you get like the most potent anti-aging and acne medicine prescribed right to you without having to go to the doctor and then make a separate trip to your pharmacy to pick it up? And that's pretty much what they offer. So you basically take a few pictures of yourself and you describe your skincare concerns and your skin concerns. You upload them to the Curology website, and then they recommend a custom mix that's just for you. So my concerns, number one, was definitely aging. My skin was sagging and had age spots and was getting more and more wrinkly, so I definitely wanted a high percentage of tretinoin in there because I had already been using tretinoin for 5 years, and I was using the highest strength that you could get in the pharmacy. That's the 0.1%. I am at 0.12% with my tretinoin in this bottle, so it is really helping to bump up the anti-aging. But the other thing that I have in here is clindamycin at 1%. Clindamycin is an acne medication, and I was still having the worst breakouts in my 50s, and I know a lot of you guys suffer from this in your 30s. I'm absolutely sure that I still was having breakouts in my 30s. And I wish this was around back then, because instead of walking around with a giant zit on my cheek just about all day, every day, I could have had nice clear skin like I do now. But this wasn't around back then. Skincare has improved so much in the last few years, and this has really been like the thing that has kept my skin clear. I had been to my dermatologist and she had tried spironolactone on me. I was already using Retin-A and that wasn't working. Like, nothing worked to clear up this acne. I got on Curology and bam, my acne cleared up literally within 2 weeks, and I have barely had a pimple since then. Then the third ingredient I have in here is my azelaic acid at 5%, and this has been yet another game changer in my skincare, because when I was still getting pimples, you know how they leave that red mark on your face and they won't go away. Well, azelaic acid will help to break up that red spot and get rid of it quicker. Azelaic acid is really great at calming and soothing the skin and also decreasing redness in the skin. If you're in your mid to upper 30s, I think it's definitely time to start on a prescription retinoid. Curology is definitely how I would recommend getting it, because you do get the other two ingredients that can help you with whatever your skin is dealing with. If you'd like to give it a try, your first month is free. You just pay the $4.95 shipping and handling, and then it's a monthly subscription that will come to your house automatically. I'll put a link in the information box below the video to Curology so you can give it a try. Another thing that our skin makes less of as we get older are things like hyaluronic acid and ceramides. These are fatty lipids and moisturizing factors that are naturally manufactured by our skin, and our skin just makes less and less of them the older that we get. Fortunately, you can supplement them from the outside in, so I always recommend a good moisturizer for anyone in their 30s, pretty much anyone at any age. Most moisturizers will just contain oils or occlusives. Those are things that will just sit on the surface of the skin, help to soften up those dead skin cells so that they lay a little flatter, lay a little smoother, look a little better. But I like a moisturizer that actually add some of those things back into your skin, because you can supplement things like ceramides from the outside in. So the best moisturizer that I've been using for years is CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. This one has ceramides, which are fatty lipids. They help to keep your skin hydrated from the inside and looking plump and moist. And this also contains niacinamide, which is another really great anti-aging ingredient. It helps to keep your pores looking a little bit smaller. It helps to make your skin look brighter. It helps with moisturization as well. And this also contains hyaluronic acid, which I'm sure you guys have heard a lot about. That is something that you can't supplement from the outside because it's too big of a molecule to get into your skin. So it holds water onto the surface of your skin, so it just keeps your skin looking more hydrated throughout the day. I use this one in the morning in my skincare routine. Then if you have drier skin, you're going to need a more occlusive nighttime moisturizer. This is my favorite one. I've been using this one for years. It's from the Olay Regenerist line. It's their night recovery cream and it's fragrance free. This one contains niacinamide, a couple of peptides, and some hyaluronic acid as well. So it's a really good moisturizer to use at night. Everything that you put on your face, you should also bring it down your neck, put it on your chest, and put it on the backs of your hands as well, especially sunscreen. These are the areas that are going to show your age before all others, because they are always exposed to the elements. They get a lot of sun damage, and you know, they're just out there, people see them, and so you want to protect those just as much as you want to protect your face. How much of this you're going to use is going to depend on how much sun damage you already have. People with very little sun damage might not need to use an alpha hydroxy acid and a vitamin C serum and a retinoid. But if you are someone who didn't protect your skin, or you just have skin that looks older than it should, then you might want to use it all. I definitely would not recommend going in and starting all of this on day one. I would definitely phase it in over time. Give yourself like 6 or 9 months to bring everything in, and I would start one ingredient at a time. So I say that you are safe starting to use the moisturizer and the sunscreen all at the same time. Then when you're ready to bring in one of the 3 acids, you bring in just the one acid to start. Let's say it's the vitamin C. So you're going to bring in the vitamin C first. You can use it at morning or at night. You're going to put it on once or twice a week, see how your skin likes it, and if it does, then eventually you get up to every night. Then let's say you've been doing that for a couple of months and your skin seems fine. Then you can bring in whatever else you want to do next, whether it's a retinoid or an alpha hydroxy acid. I do have a video on how to start with anti-aging skincare acids and with my skincare routine without irritation, so I'll link that one right up here for you as well. All links to all the products will be in the info box below the video. So that is it for today's video, everybody. I hope you found it helpful and informative. If you did, go ahead and give the video a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. As always, I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.